Welcome to Behind the Rhetoric. Today we're going to be talking about ICE officers and the fact that they need to leave us the hell alone. ICE officers shot and killed a 37-year-old mother, Renee Nicole Good, who was trying to leave the neighborhood in which a ICE operation was taking place. She was trying to drive her vehicle away from the area when a group of ICE officers left their own truck and approached her vehicle. One of them tried to open her car door, presumably to force her out of the vehicle, and another officer then opened fire on her when she tried to drive away. From the looks of it, it seems that he shot once through the front windshield and probably 2 or 3 more times through the driver's window, which was down. It was reported that they shot her in the head or face area, and she was pronounced dead on the scene. She was trying to leave the area. She wasn't doing anything wrong. She was trying to leave, and they shot her. Her vehicle then, since she was already driving her vehicle, it continued in its direction where it then hit another vehicle and her airbag deployed. Videos that are going around social media show that her headrest as well as the airbag were completely covered in blood. It's reported that she bled out. There are videos of the incident that show that bystanders, some of whom were medical professionals, wanted to go and try to help her. Or in one case, there was a doctor who wanted to at least go and check her pulse, and ICE officers denied them access to do that. So by the time their medics reached the scene, the victim, Miss Good, was dead. And there are a couple things about this that make it, I don't want to say worse than normal, because this is horrible. This is atrocious and should never happen, ever, anywhere. But there are a couple things that are distinct here, which is that she was a white woman and an American citizen. And this is not to say that if she were brown or black or illegal or an immigrant that she would have deserved this, because that's certainly not the case. But I don't know of any instances where ICE officers have shown aggression toward white citizens. And to me, that sets off an alarm that perhaps they are becoming more aggressive and becoming more emboldened, if that makes sense. And of course, they have the government backing them up on this as well. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem said in a post on X, or Twitter, quote, "Today, in an act of domestic terrorism, an anti-ICE rioter weaponized her vehicle against law enforcement. Our officer relied on his training and saved his own life as well as the lives of his fellow officers." I don't know if she is blind or if she didn't actually watch what happened, because there are multiple different angles of this incident. And I don't think that there is any angle that shows that Miss Good tried to run over anyone. But Kristi Noem is not the only person who thinks this. Our Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump also seems to believe this. But he's not just relying on somebody else to tell him that this happened. No, he is claiming that he watched the video himself. On Truth Social, he said, "I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch." Yes, it is. It is atrocious. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator. That's his opinion. Not true, but his opinion. And the woman driving the car, Miss Good, was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it's hard to believe he's alive, but is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They are just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement of violence and hate. President Donald J. Trump. So I haven't looked at the video that he posted, but I've seen, like I said, 3 or 4 other angles of video. This woman did not hit anyone with her car. If she touched him, maybe, but she didn't ram into him. She certainly didn't run him over. One video clip shows him walking very calmly to her vehicle after she crashes, and then shows him leaving that area, getting into his own personal vehicle and driving away, probably not to a hospital. Federal law enforcement just killed an American citizen for no reason. Federal law enforcement just killed an American citizen for no reason. If you don't see the problem with that, I don't know if I can help you. But this violence is increasing. From my knowledge, this is the first time they've ever killed someone. And the way things are going in the country right now, I don't think it's going to be the last. Unfortunately, I think things have to get worse before they get better, and that scares me. As a young mother myself, that it terrifies me that I could drive through a neighborhood that, I don't know if she lived in this neighborhood. I don't know how she came to be in this neighborhood, but I can imagine myself driving through a neighborhood where ICE activity is occurring that I have nothing to do with, I have no knowledge of. And suddenly an officer is trying, first of all, to open my door, presumably to drag me out of my car, but when they can't do that, another officer shoots and kills me. So we'll have to see how things shake out over the next few days and what the response is. Because what scares me about this is that it could possibly just be forgotten. And if this is forgotten and there isn't any pushback, there isn't any rioting, protesting, opposition of any kind, if we don't see that on a significant scale, I think that will make them even more emboldened to do it again, to do it more frequently, because they know they can get away with it, and see posts like Donald Trump posted defending them. And that should scare you. So that is all I have for today.